7.5 Properties of logs. Here are the properties, and we're going to be using these to solve, simplify, whatever. Okay, we've got the product property. That means where we have two numbers that we're multiplying. Log base b of m times n becomes log base b of m plus the log base b of n. So you can split that up, and sometimes that'll work well for you when solving things. Quotient property. Here we've got log base b of m divided by n. That becomes a subtraction problem. Log base b of m minus log base b of n. Okay. And then one of my favorite ones, the power property. We definitely will be using this a lot with solving. Log base b of m to the n power becomes n times the log base b of n. So that power becomes a coefficient, something you multiply. Okay, let's apply some of these properties right now and continue on. Okay, we're going to use these two numbers. Log base 6 of 5 is going to be 0.898 and log base 6 of 8 is 1.161. Okay, using the properties, since I have these logs, I'm going to use the properties so that I can solve them and get an actual number for it. Okay, so the log base 6 of 5 divided by 8, or 5/8, becomes a log base 6 of 5 minus a log base 6 of 8. So that's going to be 0.898 minus 1.161, which is negative 0.263. Okay. Log base 6 of 40. Well, it's going to be the log base 6 of 5 times 8, or 8 times 5, becomes the log base 6 of 5 plus the log base 6 of 8. So 0.898 plus 1.161, which is 2.059. Okay. And then here's one of my favorites, the power property. Log base 6 of 64 is actually the log base 6 of 8 squared. Okay. The 2 comes right up here in front. The 2 times the log base 6 of 8. Okay. Which is 2 times 1.161. Is 2.322. Okay. Now, expanding and condensing. Okay, all those properties of logs, it doesn't matter if it's a common log, a natural log, or a log with a base of 18. It can be anything. Okay, the properties are the same no matter what type of log it is. Okay, so if we've got to expand, this is 3 times x to the 4th power. Okay, that's the first thing we do, is we're going to do the product property. So it's going to become the log of 3 plus the log of x to the 4th. Keep going, I still have the power property we can deal with. So that's going to be expanded to the log base 3 of 4 times the log of x. Okay, and then you can also do this in reverse. When you do this in reverse, we kind of have to look at it first, and mostly we're working from left to right. Okay. Here we're going to condense, expand. The opposite of expand is to condense. The natural log of 4 plus 3 times the natural log of 3 minus the natural log of 12. Okay? The first thing we need to deal with is that right there. Okay, we need to take that and make it, it's the reverse of the power property, so we're going to make it the exponent. So it's the natural log of 4 plus the natural log of 3 cubed minus the natural log of 12. Okay, now we work from left to right. This is going to be the product property, and then it's going to be whatever this is divided by that. So the natural log of 4 times 3 cubed. And you can, if you don't like dealing with my factored version, you want to multiply it out, go right ahead. Minus the natural log of 12. Now this is going to become a quotient, so it's going to be the natural log of 4 times 3 cubed. And we're going to divide that by 12. Okay. Well, when we do that, that's going to simplify to the natural log of 9. Okay. I wasn't asking to evaluate the log, we were asked to condense it, which means to write it as a single log. This one is written as a single log. We're going to expand it, so it's going to be written as the sum or difference of multiple logs. Alright, this is something you're going to like. The change of base formula. You can, one property of logs, you can change the base. So if you don't know what the log base 2 of 12 is, you can change the base and get a decimal approximation for that. Okay? This is, okay, log base C of A is equal to the log base B of A divided by the log base B of C. We're changing the base to base B. Okay? The only time I ever use this change of base formula is when I want to use my calculator to help me evaluate the log, because it's not an easy, it's not like I'm asking log base 3 of 27. You know, it's log base 3 of 14. Okay, log base 3 of 14, I would definitely use the change of base formula to find the answer to. Okay, so log base C of A, we can change it to a common log. It's going to equal the log of A divided by the log of C, or the natural log of A divided by the natural log of C. It's going to give you the same answer no matter what you change that base to. So let's use it. Evaluate using the change of base formula. Okay. Log base 5 of 8. Okay, I don't know what power I take 5 to get 8 for my answer. So I'm going to use the change of base formula and put it into a common log or a natural log and get the answer that way. Okay. So using the change of base formula and the common log, I'm going to change it to the log of 8 divided by the log of 5. Okay? And when you do that, you use your calculator. Now be careful, because my calculators will open parentheses. You got to make sure you close them. And the answer is 1.2920. Okay, that's taken out to the 4th decimal place. If you check it, to check your answers, you are going to take 5 to the 1.2920 power. Take 5 to that power, and I bet you it's 8. Or it's going to be very close to 8. Okay? Now this one, log of 9, we want log base 26 of 9. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the log of 9 and divide it by the log of 26. And when we do that, we're going to get 0.671. And of course, you know, you can check your answers. Okay? Not with that. Take 26 to this power, and it's going to be very close to 9. Just like that, to be very close to 8. Okay? The more decimal places we have, the closer we'll be. Okay, that's why I don't like rounding.